Hello, 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 and welcome back to Anywho, the podcast. Today, we are talking about a very dangerous word. It's a word you'll see a lot on the internet, maybe in therapy, maybe in TikToks. But if you try to use it in a Nigerian family house, they will probably call a family meeting on your head. And that word is boundaries. How do you set a boundary when you live in a culture where your time belongs to everyone else, your elders, so does your money, and so does your weekend? Today, joining me, as usual, is Aisha,
Hi guys, welcome back.
and we're gonna figure out how to say no, or if it's even possible to say no, to the people we love without feeling like a terrible human being. So, Aisha, quick question. When was the last time you successfully set a boundary and did you immediately feel guilty about it?
Oh, I definitely have, and it has worked. And although the other party, felt the type of way about it, but for the most part, I don't care how
Oh, she
the
does
other
not
party,
care.
as long as the boundary is successfully set and you're respecting it.
Can I ask who this person or what category of person this person is? Is it a family member? Was it a friend? Or was it like a.
If they listen to this, so it was, no family member, not prayer. It was I interned at some place before, so it was kind of with the boss.
Wow.
No,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
we kind of yeah. So after that, it was like, okay,
Oh,
this type of
I
person,
don't want to
you
get
really should
any
do what you're supposed
ideas.
to do to avoid. No, 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 no. It was not. It's not what you think. I
Okay.
don't want to get into the details of it, but it's not what you think. It was
Oh, okay, totally
more
clear now. It's not what I was thinking.
actual
I was
office
fine.
related, stuff. Nothing. Yeah. So,
Okay,
mm,
okay, okay. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, we're gonna talk about setting these boundaries with three categories of people: family members, friends, and then like yours, colleagues at work. So starting with family, in this culture that we live in, this Nigerian culture, boundaries in quote is often, I think it would often be interpreted as some form of rebellion. So the question is
yeah.
always,
Usually the
how do you respectfully tell an older relative that you can't do something without them giving you a lecture on how they carried you when you were a baby?
I don't think anybody has ever told me anything like that.
Oh,
Oh,
really? No one has all told you when you were a baby?
no.
Wow.
I Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm a talkative and I'm very opinionated and things like that. And I think
Really?
that's my family must do this. So if you start to behave some type of way, I would talk about it. Now it doesn't. It's not what I've come to understand. I never like speak back in like a rude way or something, but I will confront you about the thing that you're doing.
Mm,
And older people do not like to be confronted. That
definitely not.
then they will take that as being rude.
Especially
So
not by
Simone,
some.
between me and my God, thank you. Between me and my God, I know I'm not being rude to you. I'm just asking you about what you've done. And because you cannot explain it, because you understand that what you've done is not fair, and you cannot be candid, you start to, get all worked up that I've done something, yada yada. And you're like, what? What the hell? What? What? Anyway, so personally, I don't mind being part of the black sheep or whatever, as long as I know that I'm not in I've not come with some malicious intent or whatever. I'm just asking you about this thing that you've done. I'm looking for an explanation. What is happening? And because you cannot provide an explanation because you know you've done nothing, and now
Mm,
looks disrespectful. But it's not. It's. I could ask you in the calmest tone, but you just don't want to hear it. 'Cause how dare
yeah.
I ask what you think?
How
The
dare
this
you?
little baby opinionated. I said I don't mind being the black sheep. Hardly the black sheep. Yes, I accept. I'll take it.
Mm,
I'm trying, but I tell you now that I'm even more grown. Yeah, you can't. I.
Our father like no elder to defend.
Report me to my father, and then my father will do what? Because you also report me, you have to report to yourself. You have to come and tell them that, oh, this is what you did for me to have reacted this type of way. Hey, may all of us about be we center together.
I see. Have you ever been reported to your father for doing something rude to someone?
No,
Okay. Well, we hope it remains that way. Me personally, I don't have much stories of setting boundaries. It's always the only like maybe the only extreme is okay. Maybe like my grandmother needs me to do something, maybe run an errand at a certain time. And at that certain time, I can't do that thing. Maybe I have a personal thing. Let's say I have this podcast to record. I think it's the easiest one or the hardest one to explain to someone. And it's like, I can't do this at this time because I have to do this. And that's like the pinnacle of me setting boundaries, I think. And even then, I mean, I do feel kind of guilt because with older people, like, if you tell them you're busy, but then you're at home, it's like, I don't understand you're busy where you're at home. What's up?
exactly. What do you mean you're doing? No, but then the things like that, you weigh the importance. So if was asking you to do some an emergency or something that has to be done at that time, me, I could do it. But if it's something that if I don't do at time, nothing will happen. There's still some space, there's still some time. He gets it done and nobody's hurt. Yeah, well, not at the instantly I'm doing something. I'll explain very calmly. No, I'll say very calmly that I have something to do and it's very important. But that thing you want me to do, I'll still do it, but please.
Yeah, it's the same. The thing is, they will write down and they'll just do it. If it's getting like sometimes I would fall into the trap, right? Because if I'm at home, they'll call me, oh, come on, I don't know, come on, do something real quick. Maybe fix the remote. And I fixed it, sharp, and I'm back. And then they call me again, and they're like, oh, no, do this. So by the third time, I'll be like, should I say something or do I just continue? Because what's the chances before, I don't know, depending on who it is, they might think, what this guy on about? I feel with my grandmother, even my grandmother, as an example, she might think, oh, I'm disturbing him and stop disturbing him. I wouldn't want her to think that. So I once it's a one-time task that would take a long time, then I would be like, okay, as is this not an emergency, right? Don't worry, I'll do it later. I'm doing something real quick, and hopefully they understand. And then the other ones, well, more often than not, the boundaries aren't properly set because I don't want to risk anything. But yeah. Once it's actually something important and it's like, taking a time, I'll be like, I think with my parents or with anybody. I think my parents, my mom at least, like, they at least understand the concept of having an online meeting. So with them, it's pretty chill. I can do like,
We
I have a
I'm
meeting.
doing something online.
Yeah, exactly. So setting those boundaries. There's always one rogue person in the family that'll take it the wrong way and be like, I'm not gonna do it. So in those situations, I feel like there are
It's
uh as I was writing the outline for this episode, there was a thing I saw somewhere that I was like, let me ask you. And it's about you having your own house. And I don't know if this classifies as setting boundaries or just I don't know, but anyways, you have your own house and people just come to your house unannounced. Is that like is it actually would you okay, first of all, would you be okay with that if people just randomly appear at your house randomly? Or would it be something that you think you need to be
people
like,
are going
okay,
to
guys?
learn the hard way with me. They will learn the hard way. You do not tell me you're coming over and you didn't show up at my door. And we're not close like that. I say, I know that maybe you're surprising me, something that's different. I know the kind of place that I have. When you just show up, I will be inside and I will not open the door.
Really?
I don't care whether you. I don't care whether you know I'm inside. Maybe you can see my car outside. Parked. You will I will not open the door. Because what the hell when I
Oh.
was not bad. And that's why just we like tight. Like we're really, really. I'm talking. We are so tight. With jeans. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. And so maybe I can
Note,
please that type. But
note
why
to
my
self.
acquaintances or random family members?
Well, I'm writing it down. Note to self: do not go to Aisha's house unannounced. She will not open the door for me.
Don't. Don't. Even in school, I did this thing a lot. I could be in my room. You come and knock on my door. I was just not move until maybe so you don't even hear movements. Oh, you didn't, no,
Oh,
if I
to
open
all.
the window and I see that it's somebody that I don't even want to see, I'll just continue my movement so you can tell that it's like I'm just telephone. But I want what are you going to do? You go back now. My children, just don't do
To
that. Look at the
all
house
the
here. Just
people, to all the people that might have knocked on Aisha's door and thought she was not around. You're hearing it here. She might have been around and she just decided not to open the door.
I apologize in case you heard my that inside. But still, don't come into don't be stuck about my door and announce, please. Sometimes I
Yeah.
don't want to see anybody. Come at that time, sorry for you.
Please tell me this will come in. I can tell you are warning it. Yeah, that's true. That unannounced visits aren't the best. Depending on who, depending on when, then there might be exceptions for me personally, where I'd be like, oh, yay, welcome, welcome. But sometimes I'll be like, I can imagine the situation happening where someone calls me and like, oh, we're outside your house. I'd be like, wow, really? Why didn't you call me? I'm currently in Abuja. Why did you? I'm not around.
Right, exactly.
I traveled and arrived. Wow. Meanwhile, I'm just inside chilling and I don't know, it's the weekend.
And they never know. I mean, you go back home and that's it. You see me tomorrow, I just go back. Please.
Yeah. And I think then and there you could just be like, please, next time when you're coming, be telling me now. Wow.
Guys, it's now, just make a phone call. Because I want you to play it as one next time call me so that you will not come all the way without know where I'm truly around them. So you're not burning well and thing. I'm
Yeah.
sympathize with you for you to
Yeah. That's the way to go about it actually. Well, that's for family. Well, Aisha doesn't care. He would see the fire. Well, we'll play a game later to see just how much he doesn't care. But enough about family now. Friends, friendship, the availability pack. So, hmm, I think there's this concept of being a good friend, right? And being a good friend and its meaning you have to be there in some way, shape, or form all the time. Or maybe having no boundaries. You're just like an open book. Anyone can come and fall into your lap whenever they need you. Uh, Maybe, I don't know, this might be something you're familiar with, Aisha. Let's say a friend calls you and they're calling to vent for 2 hours. I think that you personally, you'd welcome that with open arms. You'd be like, oh, give me the kiss. Who did what? Wow, they did that? But let's say a friend calls
so well,
you.
it depends on the kind on the friend.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, well, let's say the friend is like, well, just a random friend, and they call to vent for 2 hours, and it's one of those days you're really tired. Let's just say let's say a social battery is low, or 5 minutes even dead. How do you cut them off without hurting their feelings? Because someone has come to you now, Aisha. I have come to you with I don't know, with my troubles, and
There's no okay, calm down. There's no need to go into the details. I called them off from the beginning. I don't answer the call.
Really? Wow.
If I'm actually like socially, my body is drained and I'm in no mood to have any conversation, especially not any long one. I know the kind of that the price. So I know that it's possible that, this conversation with this person would probably be a lengthy one. And I just won't answer. Not with any malicious intent. Like again, I'm just out of it. I'll
Totally
call
get
back
that.
as soon as I'm back up.
Ah.
Send the call as soon as I'm back up. And then and I'll do the whole 10 hour conversation with you. But for my DA, it's just easier. Like if I miss the call, it's easier. Like they wouldn't take it as some issue. Oh, I missed my call. I called you the answer. It's not going to be that big a deal. Now to pick up and then 10 minutes I'm say, oh, mm,
Mm.
this is this is
Oh, yeah, yeah, sure. I really hate when that happens. Whether it's someone I'm listening to, I feel bad over also, I don't know, I really hate when that happens. I'd hate to admit it, but I would also not pick up the phone. But in the rare occasion where you're not really expecting it and maybe someone just calls to tell you something, to give you gist, and me, I'm not in the mood to be listening to anything right now. And halfway through, I realized, oh God, this is gonna take forever. How do I end the call now and be like, oh, I gotta go? Then I gotta, or not naturally try and come with excuses in it. It'd be like, oh, I need to do something real quick.
excuses could be things that they could say something like, why are you saying you want something? Oh, my mom's calling me. They need me to do something right now. My dad needs me to Google. They cannot force you for your parents calling you to do something. They cannot do that. Yeah, my dad needs me to go somewhere with him right now. Exactly. And then I'll call you back soon as we get back.
That sounds very useful. It sounds very natural. It's like this, as you've said it many, many times to people before.
Okay, I might have used those, that kind of excuse at some point. But
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
yes, well, will not probe any longer because I'm also, well, not as bad. I'm not as frequently. Just maybe I'll be like, oh, I gotta go. Recently I had an experience where it wasn't too bad, but it was late and I wanted to sleep, and then someone called me and they were telling me something. And then, well, I think I tried to take control of the conversation. I tried to steer the conversation. So I'd be like, okay, cool. So, what's happening here? What's happening here? Okay, cool. And I gave advice, and I'm like, okay, so I gotta sleep now. So we'll talk about this tomorrow, right? Okay, bye.
No, that feels like, okay, I'm heard enough. Please get out of my phone. Insult me.
No, but I did it. I did it so naturally. Well, in my perspective, anyways, I did it so naturally. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's good news. If I give you details of how I did it naturally, someone might listen to this and know, oh, he's talking about, oh, so that's what he did. You know what? I don't think they're gonna listen to this. I'll give you the example. So someone called and told me about their love life. Now, on one hand, I am interested. I'm like, oh, I want to know what goes on. But on the other hand,
Their love life?
what if my cousin
Always.
saw?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
Hello, Paul. He's my closest compatriot. He has been telling me to go and get a wife for a long time. So now that he has left me one, he was like, yep, I want to tell me. So, yeah, he was telling me about it. But I would ask questions kind of need. I don't want to leave him just rambling on because if I just leave him like he's going forever, I'll just interrupt and ask a question like, "Oh, did you do this? Ah, so have you done this? Ah, okay, cool." So, and then kind of ask like a closing question like, "Oh, so has this happened?" And it's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, cool, 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 cool." And I was like, "Oh, I about that. Cool. Oh, that's so good. All right then. Now we go and sleep. Good night."
that sounds like a very boy type of conversation. But
Really? Nah, I feel like boys go.
it's weird.
What? No, I think it's a me thing, and that was the first time I've done it. I took control like that. I want to talk about something that's a bit more sensitive now. It's about the financial boundary. I don't know if you have any such cases where people want urgent 2K from you. Do you?
And God siblings, there's always that. Oh my god.
Okay, okay, so let's talk about money.
Yep.
How do you set that boundary with any friend? Do you have any friend that's always asking for so before we even talk about how to set it down here?
Mm,
They're like,
Friend. No, actually, no.
oh, you still
The
said
occasion that
friend
some
is
people
that there's
ask.
someone.
No, 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 no. No, not friends. On the occasion that some, maybe one or two friends have asked, they've asked for like a ridiculous amount because I'm here jobless, and I know there's there's a certain amount of money that I just can't have unless you think I'm stealing. Yeah, I'm gonna involve in some heist.
I'm curious what
Don't
that
worry,
figure is
me,
so
you're
that
coming
I'll
for
know.
hundreds of thousands.
Oh my god.
Why would I see hundreds of thousands from? Even if I have that, so I'm supposed to empty my account and just give it to you because you need it for something. So people that on notification, they're not asking me for 2K, 2K. But yeah, and that does not happen a lot. I guess alhamdulillah, my friends are all like, "Yeah, to go with
Super
people."
rich.
Maybe it's just they know that I don't have. Maybe they just know that I don't have it. So you see
Oh,
my life.
oh, amazing. Well, I've
yeah.
had one or
Even
two
my
peeps in my
siblings,
life.
and that's
First of all, anyone listening, if you want to ask me for urgent TK, you can ask. I might have. Anyways, this is not to say anything, but I had one or two urgent
I will ask
TK.
you.
So
I will ask you. Hmm.
Urgent TK will not be just regular TK, but urgent TK. So yeah, I've had one or two people, but most of the time they're quite respectful. They're like, oh, I know it's a bit, but can you? I'm like, yeah, 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 sure. If I can't, I'll be like, oh, no, 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 I can't. And they'll be like, yeah, it's fine. But I just imagine the situation because I was watching something somewhere where someone is doing it like continuously and it's just becoming too much. Now, I'm not in that situation
Hmm.
personally,
That's the
but
thing.
if you do find yourself in that situation, what do you do without ruining the friendship? That's the key thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
I would be like,
Without ruining
my
the
guy,
friendship.
Aisha. I know you've been asking me for 5K every day for the past 2 weeks. I don't know who you think I am. I don't be Bill Gates. So even if I am Bill Gates, I don't know.
no, that is already ruining the friendship. I personally feel like you shouldn't always give people, even if you have. I don't like this coming out the wrong way. Because if you keep giving all the time, they'll keep coming back. And the day you don't give, oh my goodness, they can swear for you and your whole family. They could press you out so bad. So it's like so that day will slip as if you haven't been helping them this whole time. You get
Yeah,
they
yeah.
become the enemy, the devil. So it's best you're patient. You give this time, the next 3 call time they ask you we don't have. Or you're urgently doing something, or just find an excuse not to give. And then the fourth, maybe the fifth time or the sixth, seventh time you can give again. So they know now that you're not always reliable. So they will either start asking less for their own sanity, so they're not coming to come and collect no, no, no all the time. I think that is more plausible. That looks more like what they would do. Seems more like what
Yeah,
they would do.
definitely.
Because they know if they keep asking, 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 you're not going to give them every month. You're not going to give them every week. Sometimes you have, sometimes you don't have. And at the times when you tell them you don't have, they will see it as vicious attack
Yeah.
against them or something. Because
Yeah.
like you don't have. So it's like to me, even if you have it, even if you always have, say no sometimes. Find an
Yeah.
excuse
I,
sometimes
I,
not to.
I, I get that. I get that. I guess I am lucky enough, or we are lucky enough to not have to deal with such a thing or in such a situations. But
Yeah.
damn, I mean, if I
Mm-hmm.
have,
Alhamdulillah.
luckily, no one has asked me so much that it's becoming a thing. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna give you, even though I have. But it's always
Mm-hmm.
spaced enough where it's like
Mm-hmm.
I can give you. So yeah, and when I don't give you, but if someone keeps asking you for money repeatedly, I don't know why they would be keep asking you. I don't know what struggle they could be going through.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you should teach them how to fish. You get my reference?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you should just at that point you're like, okay, that's enough fishes for you.
And
Here's
some
how to
people don't
fish.
want to learn to fish.
Some people
Yes,
don't want to learn the
don't be
friendship.
friends with them, man.
They just want to just you know. It might be too late. You become friends from when you're kids, and then you grow up and they become like this. It's not your fault that
That
your
would
friends
suck, man. That would suck.
spend.
I'm sorry if you're genuinely
Yep.
listening to this and you're actually in that situation and you're actually looking for a way out. I don't know what to do for you, bro.
Oh
Yes,
my
yes, yes,
god.
yes, yes, yes. You're on the deep end. Just pray to God to
Mm, mm.
alleviate you from that, as though there's some burden.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
anyways, that's that about financial freedom. So, if you, as someone who values their privacy, do you value your privacy and your peace?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you ever feel like you have to train someone, maybe your friends? Let's say you have to train your friends on how to treat you. Like, oh, don't call me before a certain time or after a certain time, unless someone is on fire. Like, if I started calling you every day at something, you'd be like, okay. Do you ever feel like you need to train anybody? You're like, okay. Do you even have any of those hard things?
Yes, but first of all, I think with your actual friends, you don't have to train them because your friends will just know.
Yeah, they've grown to
People,
know
the
all of
true
your
friends, they
things.
just know certain things exactly. They know when not to call you. They know, what time will be okay with them calling. They know what to ask, but they know what not to ask. Your friends just know. Now, with people that are not, particularly acquaintances, they might not know. I, for one, do not mind training you. Recently, there was this. Am I supposed to say this on here? I think you should cut out this part. I don't want it on the podcast. But anyway, there was this when I was trying to renew my passport. There was this immigration man that was helping me. It's an older man, like he's one that kept checking for my passport. It was ready and whatever. And this was like last year, whatever. So even after that whole thing was sorted, he still had my number. Tell me why recently this man called me um at like 7 something on a weekend. I think last weekend. I did not answer. I didn't even know he called me a different number that I did not know. I didn't know it was him. I wasn't even awake to see that call. Why calling me at 7 something in the morning on a weekend? Are
Wow.
you not mad? Please. So so that just passed, and then I think 2 days later, Tuesday morning, 6 freaking 30 in the morning, he called again. I missed the
Uh,
call, but then because I was not on my phone at the time, and I called me by myself. I called back there that very morning before 7 a.m. And then I heard it was him. I was like, hey, please, I'm only calling before you tell me if you want to tell me. I'm only calling you to tell me not to call me at this time. What do you mean you're calling me at 6 in the morning? What is it? Why? Don't do that. And he was all apologizing. Sorry, he was trying to explain the reason why he was calling and ended because I blocked the number. Because you are not the one I'm here. If it's gonna, I'm not owing you money. I'm not owing you a kidney. Which stupid call are you calling me at 6:30 in the morning? Are you mad? Don't do that nonsense.
oh
It
wow,
pissed me off. If
that's
my mother
funny.
called me at 6
That's
a.m., I would answer the call. If my mother calls me, my siblings call me, I can understand this. Maybe there's something, or even if it's not something, whatever, I can get it. Why you that I don't know from anywhere? 6 in the morning? If it's not that we are in the same workplace and you want to tell me something about the office before I get to the office, don't call me before 8 a.m. Because there's nothing you could possibly want to tell me that you cannot wait to tell
oh
me at 10
god.
a.m. in the morning. There's nothing you want to tell me at that time that cannot wait, unless
Word.
someone is dying. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
word.
So
Unless
just
someone is on fire.
I mean, I don't mind schooling anybody. If anybody that calls me, I will tell you, don't do that rubbish. Don't. Uh-uh.
Um,
Yeah,
to
I think it's
to
so.
be on the receiving end of Aisha's scolding is wahala.
Mm, mm-mm,
Wow.
mm-mm,
Oh wow.
mm-mm. Some people need to learn the hard
Yeah,
way.
well,
Learn the hard way. Those are
the
the
gist of the matter is you do need to train some people. I think the people that would
Yeah, you do
most
need to train some people.
likely need training are people you meet like newly, maybe from work, and that's some new friends ish type of thing. where
Yeah.
on a random
But
weekend
your
I just
friends
call
will know
you.
your routine.
If I called you
Yeah.
at 6 a.m., would you pick up?
If I see the phone, like if I hear it ring, I'll pick up. I'll think it's something important. But if I pick up and it's nothing important, I will scold you because what do you mean you're calling me at 6? I mean, like, listen,
Uh,
don't call me there, please. If it's not important.
okay. Well,
But I
can you
will.
give us
I will
the? Can you
assume it's
give
an
us the?
emergency.
Can you give us the definite time after this time? You can now call me. I'm open for business time for Aisha.
9 a.m. earliest, please, and that's weekdays. Weekends, 11. Hmm.
Oh, that's quite late. Well, for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
well, honestly, you're calling me. The time doesn't matter. The topic of the subject topic is what matters. Because like, you could call me on an
So
afternoon.
they
I
call
like if I'm
you
not.
what? 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, man, I'm a morning person. If you call me 5 a.m., I'll pick up. If you wanna just, I'll be like, hey, what one from alarm? But if it's something I want to, I don't know. If it's work
Wow.
related, I'm like, yo, don't call me. Let me enjoy my rest. Let me do my hutu. I don't wanna think about work this
Mm.
early. But yeah. Other than that, no one has ever called me 6 a.m. So I can't swear to God that I wouldn't be upset.
Okay.
But I can't imagine I would be because I'm usually awake and I'm usually just chilling. If I was
Even if you're
sleeping,
awake, it's like your time. To me, it's my time. Even if I'm awake and I
yeah,
see the
my
call, I
personal
won't
time
answer it.
don't call me.
Like,
There's been a
no,
fair few
don't
times
don't
where
do
late
that.
at
You're
night
supposed to
someone
be
might call
sleeping.
me, maybe 9 o'clock. No, not nine, maybe yeah, 9, 10,
Mm.
11. And I just would pick. I'm like, yeah, bye bye. And then I would call the next day and they'll be like,
So,
why are you asleep? I'm like, what do you mean, why am I asleep? What? Well, speaking of getting new friends from the workplace, the last of the three groups of people that we need to set boundaries with is the work people, the colleagues, the 9 to 5 people, the
mm,
people you meet during your 9 to 5. And I feel like in theory, right, on paper, they should be the easiest to set them boundaries with because you kind of meet them in a professional setting. So you can just be like, oh, I'm off work, do not call me, bye bye. But is it really? And then I don't know what happened with your boss, but it's also the kind of like, oh, someone giving you something, jobs that they're not supposed to give you. But anyways, and I think, right, there's this thing that I personally struggle with as a
that one
business
will be
owner.
tricky, cause but I think me, knowing that person I am, I would speak about it. If you're giving me work that's outside my scope, what I'm not supposed to be doing, I would maybe if it happens one time, I would just like brush it off and do it, especially if like I'm free and I can actually do it fine. You do it the second time, I'll ask you, but this thing, politely too. Sorry, oh, excuse me. But this thing, I'm not the one that's supposed to do it now. I don't understand. Like, isn't this supposed to be somebody else? If I know the person that I'm supposed to handle that, this
Mm,
is this person's work. Why? How come I'm the one doing it? And if you cannot give me any way excuse, I'll take the packet in and be going. I'm not doing it.
wow. Our
I'm
friend,
not gonna
our
do it.
friend, has been in that position and she was very much a boundary setter. She's like, this is not my work. Thank you very much. Bye bye. I was like, damn, I
Exactly. I
admire you,
mean,
yo.
I
I
love
admire
that.
you.
It should be because the more you keep accommodating that, they'll just, I say you accommodate, you don't talk about it, you primarily become your
Yeah,
work, and they will just keep piling and
exactly.
piling and piling, and
Yeah.
there will be no end. So
Mm,
me, I'll talk about it. It's just that when I talk about it, they'll probably go and report me. That's me. I don't want to do anything, but that's my business. If you want to go,
There's one more thing on this work thing, and it's a bit more nuanced. It's regarding
mm,
working beyond. The first time I talked about giving you work that's not your work. Now, what about working outside the working hours? Because communication with WhatsApp has made things so, like the lines have been blurred. Because you use WhatsApp for chatting and you use it for business, and then they'll just start you up randomly on a weekend and be like, "Oh, did you do this random work?" And then they're looking to give you work on a Saturday. Can you text? Can you like enforce a closing time? Because it's very good to have a healthy, this is work and then this is life. Please don't message me during life unless it's like our business is gonna fail if I don't do this, but like we can continue this on Monday. Can you enforce the closing time without looking like a lazy employee? Because someone is gonna do it and they'll be like, oh, look at this guy is doing it. He's a hard worker, habit. What do they call them?
So me, I think hmm, so maybe because I've not been in such a work situation where they are holding me by the neck, where they have me by the neck. But if it's outside of work hours and you text me and I read it and I'm not interested in answering, I just won't answer till the next day. You see me at work.
Oh, that would be elite. That would be
And
like,
then you can
oh,
tell me
just
what you
saw a
want to tell
message
me
now.
then. Because it's when you respond that they will now, continue the
Mm,
conversation and tell you what they will tell you. Or if you call me and I don't pick up, okay. And then I'll just find some excuse. Immediately I go home, I was very busy. I got occupied with house work. If it's not something you tell me from the office and, say something I'm supposed to do and then I didn't finish it at work and I decide to carry it by myself home and then you're
yeah.
checking in on it. So if not
Mm,
that you're calling me after work has played or you're texting me, I just won't respond. So you can't
mm,
reach me. I'll be unreliable. You can't reach me. Even if you can
yeah.
reach me, no, I won't answer.
I've
And
also
then
not been
tomorrow
in that
morning and in the office, you can
situation.
tell me what you're telling me.
I've also not been in that situation where it's strictly like, oh, this is the working hours, not working hours. But I also feel like I'll be the same and I won't
Mhm.
reply. Please don't come and say they fired you because you went and took advice from Aisha and Abdulaziz. But just say,
Though I'm not giving
us,
anybody advice, yeah, this is just
I mean
me
me, that's
personally.
how I'm going to
Exactly.
do it. So if they message me, I won't reply. I'll be like, oh, you
Yeah.
messaged me? I didn't even see the message.
And
Don't,
once you
oh, what's
start
up?
the culture of responding every time they text you, just keep at it. Because I don't
Yeah,
know why you're calling me
exactly.
at 10 o'clock to tell me I should do something. I should send one
Like
file.
having a good
Bro, I'm
work-life
sleeping.
balance is very important. If I became a boss, I would
Very
strictly
important.
enforce. I'd be like, no business after so time, please. Unless the company is about
Exactly.
to tank,
Right?
then it to be all hands on deck. Otherwise, everybody going to chill at home.
And if it is
Okay.
such an emergency, type out the
Mm-hmm.
whole emergency and include that you're paying me extra hours. I will leave what I'm doing to come and work for you. So if not, don't look for me. Don't leave it. Mm.
Well, setting boundaries is very important across all aspects of life. So we're gonna play a quick game now. We're gonna test
Yeah.
our boundary setting abilities. It's gonna call soft no, hard no, or just comply. Those are the options. I'll put a scenario, and then you tell me if you're gonna be like the soft no, you'll be like, oh no, I can't. I'll be like no, or you just do what they comply, right?
Mm.
So the first thing is the
Yeah. Okay.
anti-errand. Your auntie calls you on your only day off. You're enjoying yourself, and she calls you to come and drive her to some random market. I don't know if you've been to a market with, wait, you're a female. I personally don't like going to market with females because it's always means it's basically the whole day we're gonna be outside. It's fun and you just be moving from one place to another. But whatever. If she calls you and she's like, yo, come take me to the
Mm.
market, so do you give a soft no? You give an excuse, or do you say no? You be like, no, I'm on holiday, or do you just comply and want to suffer in silence?
It depends on if I like the answer or not. A soft no
Oh,
slash hard no. I'm not complying. And if it's
oh,
my
so wait,
day off and
wait, wait,
I'm not
wait.
complying.
Regardless whether you like her or not, it's just no. It's just that if you like her, you be like, oh, soft no. If you don't, then like,
Yeah,
nah.
exactly.
Mm,
Yeah.
word.
Yep.
The only person that would ask me and I would
So,
100% go is my mom.
oh yeah, if it's my mom, I have to comply. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's the only scenario I would be like, yeah. For anybody else, I would say I would even look like someone who is sick so that they would just leave me alone. That would be like a soft no, like just come up with some reason. They'd be like, oh, you're tired.
So that's
Yeah,
soft no, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So mine would be soft no.
Mm.
I wouldn't be able to say hard no unless it's like,
Okay, no, out of respect. Okay, no, I think I'm gonna exactly out of respect, whether I like you or not. I think I'm just going to go with the soft no. I can't just do no full stop. I think about it
yeah,
now.
okay. Well, yeah, same with me. So, okay, next question. A coworker asks you to help them with some work or to do their task for the third time this month because they have, in quotes, a family emergency. So, soft no, hard no, or you just comply.
No, with a condition. Now, it's a family emergency, and let's say it's an actual family emergency. Let's say there's something actually going on in their family, which is
Yeah.
why for the third time, 1, 2, 3, they need help. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay me. I'll do it, but you pay me. And if you cannot pay me, find
Mm,
somebody else to do it, please. I mean,
I
if it's
like
truly
your.
a family emergency and you will not mind paying somebody to cover your shifts now, take your tasks and everything. So, go
You're
do what you
truly a
gotta do.
woman of
But
capitalism.
yeah, you gotta lose the money for that.
Mm.
Accept. So,
Oh, okay. Well, for me, it would be
you know.
soft no slash just comply. As you said, if it's an actual emergency, I would have to figure out because if it's happening for the third time within the same month, I'm like, yo, sort out your emergency, innit? But then if it's something like I know the details on and I can figure out that yeah, it's an actual emergency, then I'll just do it. I'll help them out. But then if I cannot verify the
Third time. So what if it stretches more than 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 10 days through the month, and the emergency is just always there, and now you help them 3 times, and then they keep asking you to help, and you keep complying.
well, that's a tricky one. I don't think so.
Um,
Nah,
right. So,
no. Me
so
too.
at what point do you
I'll have my own family emergency that I have to deal with. So I don't have to figure out a way to I don't know
uh,
to figure it out. But yeah, I think the 3 times is gonna be like the thing. Like if one time, okay, 2 times, the third time, then it's gonna start getting like okay, it's okay. Um, soft to know.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, last
soft no.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend calls you at 11:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend calls you and they're crying. And they're crying about the same ex they've been crying about for 2 years. You
Piss
have
me
to
off,
wake up
man.
6 a.m. tomorrow. You have to wake up 5 a.m. tomorrow. What are you gonna do?
The same flipping ex that we've been saying is not good for you, yada yada. Yeah. So if like we're actually friends, which means I pick up your call at that time.
Yeah.
And then you start to tell me about this nonsense ex that, we all know it's not good for you. We've turned it to song. They told you to leave him. You know some you cannot leave. Well, I'll just be honest. Like, soft no, basically. I can't do this
Mm.
right now. I have work in the morning. And I'm sorry you're going through this, but I have, like, we have been telling you to leave this man alone. You know you must go back. Now see what has happened. I can't do this right now. As you can
Uh,
hear, I was sleeping. You woke me up from my sleep. I really can't do this right now. But tomorrow, I will call you and we'll go through this together. But right now,
now it's hard to imagine myself in the same situation because of the crying part. I'm like, oh, why is someone crying this late? Well, I would also
I'll try.
try. I would probably try and do the same control thing and be like, ask questions and then try and end it like quickly. I think that would be the best I could do.
Mm,
I wouldn't be able to give them a hard no. Maybe it's a soft no, I guess, kind of in a way.
mhm.
Mm,
Yeah.
I think I would just say no. I'll find out a way to say the no.
I would only comply if it is like a one-time thing. Like everything has been so good. Like that's the first time I'm hearing you cry
Yeah,
about anything, and so late. I will actually go into panic mode. What is happening? How are we here? But
yeah,
the same ex, please. Let's hear what. I'm not ready.
yeah.
Because I'll
Well,
finish talking and tomorrow I'll hear that you and that useless ex are back together. So please don't stress my life.
Actually, now that I think about the ex thing, I think yeah, me too. I'll probably just give them a no. I'll be like, yeah, sure, that's unfortunate. We all saw this coming a mile away. Anyways, good night.
No, that's a hard no. That's a bit
So I don't know for them. But some people might leave you because of that. They'll be like, oh, this person is not compassionate. I'm not gonna be friends with you anymore.
Today you know I'm not compassionate. All the years we've been together. Please.
Anyways, they say setting boundaries will cost you some people, but it will definitely save you your peace. So,
Yep.
the question is, have you ever like lost a friend, the relationship because you set a boundary? And well, like, have you lost of all? Before I said this, the follow-up question.
I don't think so.
Oh, so you've only had so far setting boundaries, no cost at all. Yeah, well, it's gonna be the same for me. I haven't had that many friends
Hey,
anyway. Okay, well, that's that. So the lesson today
yes,
is
okay.
you are allowed to say no. The sky will not fall. Your family will eventually forgive you, and your real friends will understand. So you can practice your
You're very
no.
much allowed to say no. Nope.
Yeah. And thank you for listening to this episode of Anywho. So please respect our own boundaries and make sure you subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Bye guys. See you next
bye.
time.
See you next time.